This is how YouTube is changing my life with less than 500 subscribers. So, I want to start at the very beginning and say that growing up, I've always kind of kept to myself and I've always been a little different just because of my skin and my own like personal issues. For those of you who don't, I mean, I guess you guys wouldn't know, but I have psoriasis, which is basically an immune system thing, but basically I get like dry skin. And I guess it just shows up more than everyone else's. And that's literally it, it's just dry skin. But growing up as a kid, a lot of kids didn't understand that. Even parents and like adults didn't understand that, so I'd always get stared at. It was really hard making friends, and it was just kind of hard to fit in, I guess, because I always stood out. So that kind of led to me wearing long sleeves, not wearing shorts, just kind of trying to hide it as much as I possibly could. It was on my face and my arms, my legs. I was kind of covered in it. As I've grown up, it's kind of gone away. I still have it on my arms, a little bit on my face. Not real. I mean, it's like barely noticeable. I notice it's on my face, and my knees, and that's kind of it. It's kind of gone away everywhere else. But I guess just growing up, it was hard to fit in because kids are very critical, and it's not necessarily a great feeling trying to fit in, and no one really wants you to be there because they think you're contagious. Especially, like, I don't know, just even during COVID, it was like crazy because everyone's like just going out wearing like a short sleeve. Everyone would lose their minds because, like, that was a thing that was going on, and it was just, I had such a weird feeling. That's actually one of the reasons, well, one of the many reasons I wanted to get into VTubing is so I don't really have to like expose myself and like show my face and like, I mean, again, it's not on my face, but you know, people are weird, and I just would rather not do that if I can. Not to mention that I had anxiety growing up, so I mean that kind of fed into it. Yeah. I'm not gonna get too far into that, but that fed into it for sure. It was hard making friends. It was hard just kind of being myself and like not worrying about what other people think of me. Changing the locker rooms, swimming, just like simple stuff was very difficult for me. Even now, it's kind of like I'm trying to get over it, but it's still kind of, I mean, it's like trauma, so it's still there, and it's still very evident. So I just kind of have to deal with that. And yeah, I mean, I also took steroids when I was younger because the doctors told me that would help. When I was first diagnosed, I was actually misdiagnosed. So they said it was something else and it wasn't, so they gave me steroids. Which made me gain weight, and I've kind of kept it on, and it's kind of piled up since then. I mean, obviously, it wasn't just the steroids, but I mean, that was kind of a major point of it. So, yeah, that's kind of another reason why I would rather just do something from home, which is kind of why I wanted to do content creation, and just work from home and be comfortable and live in my lane, you know? This is so off topic. I'm so sorry. Back to how YouTube is changing my life. So I would say that posting consistently on YouTube and seeing all the comments that everyone leaves me, I mean, it really just gives me like a boost of confidence into like, maybe this is something that I can actually do long term. Maybe it's something I can grow with and be successful with and learn from, you know? And it'd be really cool to look back and be like, wow, this is literally what my model used to look like. Because I know I'm going to eventually get like a 2D model. And it'll be like, hey, this is really cool that people would sit and actually watch a video where it's literally just a picture. Like that's just crazy to think about, you know? So that's something, and it's really cool. It's interesting. And I'm really grateful for everyone that's been here so far. I mean, I'm almost at like 300 subscribers, which is kind of crazy. Especially because I feel like a majority of it's just from YouTube itself. I know a lot of people from my other social media platforms haven't necessarily followed me. I know a couple have, but not everyone. So it feels good knowing that most of it's organic from YouTube. I would say another thing is just, I feel like a lot of the time growing up, I didn't really feel creative. Like, I had ideas and I had like stuff like that, but it's always just stayed as an idea. It's never been like, I'm gonna actually pursue this and I'm gonna actually do it. It's always been like, I think I'll do it one day, you know? And I'm gonna be 25 this year, and it's just kind of setting in. And it's like, I need to actually do this. Like, I need to actually do this. I have to put the work in, I have to put the time in, I have to put the hours, the editing, whatever. I gotta put it in. I gotta do it. Because this is going to be my year. I am a year of the rabbit, which is 2023, not 2024. And I got a tattoo last year representing that. So I really wanted last year to be my year, and I just had so much go on, and I had a pretty good year. It was a pretty good year, but I just want this year to actually be my year. I want to do everything I need to do. I want to take this and see how far I can get, because I have a really good feeling I can do it. I just gotta put the hard work in and be consistent. And that goes further than just being for YouTube, because I started an online store where I sell stickers, I do art, do all that kind of stuff. I want to be consistent with that. I want to be consistent in my relationship. I want to be consistent in my daily life, in my social life, my friends, and my just everything. I want to be consistent, and I want to be able to grow and flourish. And I think I can do that if I just kind of push myself and not sit back and just kind of stay back as much as I have been. I know that I can actually do it, because I have the confidence in myself, and I always have. But I really just need to like push myself this year and be consistent in my life and with YouTube, because I know that once I hit that mindset, I'm not going to be stopped. I know that for 2024, I have so many goals, like so many that I want to do this year. And I'm going to do my best, my absolute best, to make sure that I hit every single one of these goals, or at least, I'd say I have like 10, I'd say like 9 out of 10. Like, if I can't get all 10 out of 10, at least 9 out of 10. So some of my goals for this year include growing my Twitter following. I have a note right here in my app, in my notes app. Let me see. So, as of December 19th, 2023, these were my current goals. So for tiramisu, for me, hi, the VTuber, I had 5,789 Twitter followers. And my goal is to hit 10K this year. I'm currently at 6,000, I believe, like 89 or something. So almost 6,100. Which is crazy, because that's only been a few months. So I can get to 10K easy by the end of the year. Instagram, I want to hit 500. YouTube, here, I want to hit 1,000. And I think that's more than possible. I actually want to get into the YouTube partner program, which I don't see any issue. I think I can do it for sure. I just have to hit the 1,000. I want to stream more, which I've been doing. I want to produce more content, which I've also been doing. And I just want to be consistent with my VTuber activities. Now, for my store, my personal art store, I want to hit 1,000 subs on YouTube. I want to hit 100 sales for the year, for the entire year. As of right now, I have made 1 sale this year. In total, I've made 3. But for just this year, I want to hit 100 sales. And I know I can do that. I just really have to put in the work and the time and be consistent. For TikTok, I want to hit 1,000 followers. Other than that, I just want to work on content, and I actually want to start a clothing business this year as well, which costs money to get the equipment and the machines and everything I need for that. So, obviously, I also want to get a full-time job to help with my VTuber activities and to help with my store, because I also want to get a live 2D model for my VTuber, which is expensive and crazy. And I know I can get there. Now, for my personal life, this year, I want to go to the gym more. Overall, I want to lose at least 30 pounds. I know I want to lose more, but at least 30. I want to secure a full-time job. I want to get a car. I want to save at least $10,000. At least. And if I'm lucky enough, our contract for this apartment is up in September. So hopefully, if my life is together, I would like to get my own apartment by September. But they're expensive and I don't want roommates, so I want to do it right. So there's no rush on that. But preferably this year. And those are my goals for this year. And I know I can accomplish all of those. I know I can do this. I just have to be consistent in my life. And I have to be consistent with everything. And I have no doubt that I can do this. I know, as of today, February 27th, 2024, that I can be a full-time content creator. And I know I can do it. Well, I would say realistically in 2 years max. But for myself, I would say by the start of next year. 1 year. So February 27th of 2025. I would like to be a full-time content creator. And I hope this ages just as well as I hope it does, because that would be such a sick reaction video in the future. But thank you guys for being here for me. Thank you for the support so far. Thank you for the confidence to do this and telling me that you believe in me, and it's only motivating me from here. And this goes to everyone else as well, because I know other people also want to do this. So please start this year. If you're like me and you keep pushing it off and you're telling yourself, I'll get there one day, or I have time for it, I still have time, I could do it later, I don't have time right now, you're just wasting time. Just start. I started, and here we are, almost at 300 subs. So I think if I can do it, you can do it. I wish you luck, and I really hope to see more channels from you guys. And if you do, link them down below, and I will sub to you. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it. Here's to 2024 and our goals. And this was how YouTube is changing my life with less than 500 subs. Thank you.